Good evening, listeners and viewers out there. Welcome back to another episode of Global Women Enrichment Podcast. We are glad that you can join us another week. Before we get into today's discussion led by Paola, I just wanted to remind you of our upcoming conference. Again, the date is March 18th, 2023. We are planning great things for you, and to stay in tune with what is to come, please remember to tune into gwenrichment.com. We will keep our website up to date with information about the conference, and we're excited that you will get the opportunity to meet all of us who you have been following for the last 2 years. So now I'm going to turn it over to Paola, who is our facilitator this week.
Thank you, Madam President. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our weekly podcast. This week, we're going to talk about Memorial Day or Memorial Day weekend. Exciting. What is the true history of Memorial Day or Memorial Day weekend? Memorial Day is a national U.S. holiday observed on the last Monday of the month of May. And it is to honor men and women that served on the war and then that have died, the fallen heroes, the U.S. militaries. Originally, during the Civil War, it used to be called, after the Civil War, Decoration Day. Then it was changed to Memorial Day. For decades, Memorial Day continued to be observed. Used to be on the 30th of May. Every year it used to be like that. Then later on, Congress passed the law that made it in 1968. They make it a federal holiday and then make it to be observed on the last Monday of the month. And then also in a way to give federal employees a long weekend would start on a Monday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So it became in 1971. In 1971, it became a federal holiday, so everyone take advantage of that long weekend that we said. Not even like Memorial Day. Now it's a Memorial Day weekend, so we include in that. But and then so that was supposed to be for the Civil War. Then again, we had World War One. So we also have people that have fallen, the officers that have died, people that serve on the war that have passed. And then the World War II, we have the Vietnam War, we have Iran, Iran, and then also have Afghanistan. So all these people, all these that serve, the ones that serve, and then they honor them, their family, and then the U.S., the president, we do honor them as on that day, on that special day. So this is what you call the Memorial Day. Then we said, who started the Memorial Day and why? 3 years after Civil War ended, on May 5th, 1868, the head of the Organization of Union Veterans established Decoration Day as a time for the nation to decorate the graves of the war dead with flowers. General Logan declared it as for the May 30th. That's what I mentioned to you earlier. Many Americans observe Memorial Day by visiting cemeteries of memorials, holding family gatherings. We talk about this, and gatherings and parades, and then etc. And then also we can say it begins, this is how our summer begins. We can work from January to May 28th or whatever, the end of May before Memorial Day. And then you can see during Memorial Day, we feel like the summer is on the way, summer is coming. And then there are some places that people will start wearing white because it's summer. And then so to embrace the summer. The Civil War, which ended in the spring 1865, claimed more lives than any conflict in U.S. history. So I think they were talking about maybe 5,000 people. Can you imagine at that time we weren't populated? And then now? And then another thing also we have to know, I have some facts. And then you also said, where is it originated? They're talking about Waterloo, New York. That was the first one. That was the first city that celebrated continuously Decoration Day and then became Memorial Day continuously for years. So that was the first time that we started. And I find out some facts about Memorial Day, we could say. Did you know each year on Memorial Day, a national moment of remembrance takes place at 3 o'clock? I didn't know that. Yes, so that's something new. It's 3 o'clock your local time. I was wondering, like, what if I live in the Pacific Coast where that's like a
Right.
local time? That's what I said, like they do. And then some facts. It began as a Decoration Day. A Memorial Day, Decoration Day, only recognized by fallen soldiers of the Civil War and then all the wars that came after. And then we're not supposed to mix it with Veterans Day. That's another holiday that we have. Memorial Day was not an official holiday until 1968, then became officially a holiday on 1971. Memorial Day is one of the few days flags are ordered to fly half staff or full staff. Usually, if it's someone died, you know, like very important, like, you know, a former president or something will die, they will have it. But also, they do have it for on Memorial Day for the fallen soldiers that have passed. And it wasn't always celebrated on the last Monday or well, you know, the 30th, but it was changed. Legally required to observe a national moment of remembrance. We'll talk about that. Waterloo, New York is considered the birthplace of Memorial Day. So it is. So things new to know. On May, we talk about John Logan. I talk about this, and then let me see what else I have to do. What is the difference between? I'm gonna go to Dr. Brown. I know Ms. Venoya always picked on you. The difference between Veterans Day and Memorial Day. So we're going to talk about it to see what people do. But I'll tell you, both are observance to honor those who have served in the military. Memorial Day, which is in May, particularly honors those who were killed during their service. Veterans Day honors all those who have served, regardless, dead or alive. And then what shouldn't we say? There was something Happy Memorial Day sometimes. People say Happy Memorial Day. Mm-hmm. And then it could be a sign of respect, and then some people might not take it the same. But maybe that's a topic discussion that we can have and talk about if you should say Happy Memorial Day to someone or to just say it or not say it. So let's talk about, ladies, if you have any questions, you're open to talk, to discuss. But now I would like to see Veterans Day and Memorial Day. And then what do you take out of Memorial Day when you celebrate, when we do? Do you think of the fallen soldiers? Do you think of having a good time with your family? Do you take a moment of silence or prayer for the fallen soldiers that have served, you know, on our behalf for generation? Yes.
May I speak first?
Yes.
So, thank you, Paola. I learned a lot from you. As you know, I went to school in the Caribbean, and then we joined in. So we have acclimated to our new home, and it's good to learn what these holidays are for. And I think the one thing I'm really going to take from your presentation today is at 3 p.m.,
Yes.
the family will pause to remember those who fought for the freedom of this country. And I don't believe in war, but it happens. So unfortunately, good lives have died for these reasons. And they have a saying that freedom isn't free, right? July the 4th is when I'm proud to be an American and the flags fly, but that only happened because of Memorial Day. You know, I think of Easter and Christmas. And so we have July 4th because we have Memorial Day. And something I do on Memorial Day and on Veterans Day is call a very dear friend of mine who has served in the Army just to say, hey, my favorite vet, calling to tell you Happy Veterans Day. And then you said, do we say Happy Memorial Day? Now I understand why she would say to me, on Memorial Day, I'm still alive. Because I'll be calling her
Yes,
to
it's
wish
a moment
her.
of gratitude. You
Yes,
said,
and
yes,
should be
yes.
like, it's in memoriam, but I never really picked it up till you said it today, So for me on Memorial Day, it's like you said, summer is here. The kids are getting out of school in another week, and all our plans for the summer or no plans for the summer, and it's time to pull the grill out and get the watermelon out and have this big picnic kind of dinner lunch, and the whole family is together. Any excuse to get the family together is a good one. And so Memorial Day is typically spent like that in my house.
I love what you said about the pause of the 3:00 on that day, because I think we all need to give ourselves a little bit of a pass. I was born and raised in this country, and the longer that we live as a generation away from the conflict of war, the less we remember why something was instituted, right? So, like my grandfather, he was a vet. And not a memorial vet. He didn't lose his life in service. But when he died, the honor that he was afforded because he had served, the very special ceremony for his funeral and the flag and it gave us reason to consider, well, what's all the fuss about? Because we are free. And we have experienced freedom, and we shouldn't feel bad at this point in history to go, oh, what is that day for again and why? But to teach, well, this is why it exists, and this is what we can do now, and not to take our freedoms for granted. But we're this far away from remembering why. As the world revs up in conflict, I heard just last week that there are 20 active wars right now. I'm not aware of them, but they're happening in the world. Somebody's studying that. So we are blessed not to live, I guess, in the throes of it. But I think we may have opportunity to remember again in, if not our lifetime, our kids' lifetimes. And so I thank you for the comment that pausing at 3:00, because I do the same thing. Let's have the cookout. Let's get the pool going. It's a day off, but we have the day off because the day was set aside to honor and give thanks to those who gave their lives. And it's okay to enjoy it as well. It's part of freedom.
I have a question. I wonder if, not taking away anything from those who are fallen, but do you think that those who have lost loved ones, they probably visit their gravesite on those days, on that day as well?
Definitely.
Because memorial is memorial. You see what I'm saying? It's remembrance. But I have a positive something that happened Memorial Weekend. My daughter, she called me and she called me at work. It was Memorial Weekend. And she said, Mom, she said it very fast. Mom, I'm at the airport. I'm going to Oregon. She said she's going to Portland. I said, Portland, Oregon? What does it have there? And she went quiet. Then I said, come on, why are you going to Portland? Then she's like, oh, I'm just going to go see a friend. I'm like, okay. Now, I've never heard anything about a friend before. Anyways, that was Memorial Weekend. She did go and she saw her friend. Of course, it was her boyfriend that Mom did not know anything about. Okay? So, needless to say, she got married, and would you believe that their son was born on Memorial Weekend?
Wow. That's
Years
awesome.
after. Isn't that something? So my pumpkin, my pride and joy, my one and only grandson, Memorial Weekend is his birthday. Yeah, May 31st.
When is it they do the wreath for the unknown soldier?
Is that Veterans or Memorial?
When the president goes and they hang the
right.
wreath, I think it's Veterans Day.
It's Veterans Day.
When they hang the wreath for the...
Yeah, the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier.
Yes. That's quite a phenomenal moment. I find we had the privilege of going to Washington with my younger boys' school. It was an intense trip. It was just way too much. I couldn't keep up, but we got to see that, and two of the students from the school actually went to hang the wreath, and it was just a profound moment. And at first, I was like, what about all the soldiers who are known? I was like, Meg, the tomb for the unknown soldier. So what about all the known ones? And so she was able to enlighten my darkness from a military perspective, why that is so important and why we honor those who are fallen and probably were not known, never recovered, they don't know anything.
What about their family members? We have to take a moment for that too. And then someone leaves and then goes to war. You don't know if that person is coming back. And then the prayers, the love you're leaving behind. The mothers, sometimes they have several children that are in there. How do you work with that?
Some of them have babies born and they can't even come home to be there for the birth.
Right. And it's not to take away from that pain. It's certainly painful. But I've got to think that those mothers and those families are familiar with the concept of living beyond yourself.
Yeah.
And then civic duties.
And they
Yes.
just, that community knows, we're serving outside of ourselves. And
Right.
this is a cost that we are willing to risk for the sake of our, that's a high calling. That is a high calling.
And that's why it breaks my heart to know that there are people that fought for this country and they are homeless.
Yes.
Homeless.
Yes. Yes.
After serving all the time, they get what you call it?
PTSD.
Right?
Sandra, you're a nurse. We're talking about homeless, but we also have the ones that are capable, that can. You have a VA hospital. Sometimes they we have to take appointments to go to the VA. Oh, we're not getting this. We have to go to this. And then those people serve your country. They should have a silver platter to serve them, to take care of them.
They should have-
And then the homeless to find a home for
They
them,
should
for
have
them
homes
to be. Yes.
for them and
Yeah.
their families. I mean, it's just, I
sad.
try not to
Sorry.
think about it.
Yes,
It's very
yes.
painful.
I don't understand it. Truly.
I just don't
I
understand.
I need to be more informed, but I don't understand why we're not better at taking care of.
Yeah, why after someone make a sacrifice from the time they're 18 years old, right? And then if they are drafted to go and they don't go, then they going to go to jail, correct? Okay.
But thankfully, we don't draft anymore.
Right, we don't draft anymore. But you go out there and you make a sacrifice and you do all that for your country, and now you come home and you have nothing. I just don't get that. I don't get it.
Well, I have if we could take a breath, some more fun things are coming to mind regarding our military as I'm sitting here and chatting with you.
Please share.
I'm just, I don't know, this is fun. I have 3 short things to say. One is my son is graduating from high school this year, and he's mentioned, I'm going to join the Navy. I'm going to join the Marines. And my husband says, oh, no, you're not, because he can't deal with that idea that you may give your life for something, So it's not funny, but it is a real parent response to that issue. And I'm remembering that my cousin, who's my age, a female, she actually enlisted in the Army, I think shortly after high school or a little bit into college, but she was a part of the Army Soldier Show. So she's a performer. And so, but she had to go through all the boot camp and all the training and all that stuff, But yeah, she would perform for the troops and for those on duty as she was on duty herself. Mm-hmm. And my husband's birthday is Veterans Day, November 11th. So just all these thoughts are coming to mind that I guess help me remember our service people and celebrate and honor them.
And we honor the parents of all our soldiers, and those who have lost loved ones. We honor you. So we want to end this on a good note, Paola. That we're very grateful to all of you who have served. I'm going to hand back to her, but I just want to say a few words of gratitude, deep, profound gratitude that we don't take your sacrifice and your contribution for our freedom lightly, and that we honor every parent who has allowed your child to go into the military And to every child who has chosen to go into the military, we honor you today on this Memorial Day. Whether you're gone already, or if you're a family to someone who has gone, or you're still alive, we honor everyone on this Memorial Day.
Okay, not to go about what you repeat already, so I have to say thank you for joining us today. Enjoy your long weekend with the family, and then make sure you have a safe summer. It's the beginning of summer. Have a safe summer. And then for those of you who watch, and then Venoya is going to tell us where to contact us, if any question, anything.
Subscribe to gwenrichment.com. And if you want to also reach out to us, you can email us at gwenrichment@gmail.com.
Thank you, everyone, and good night.